There isn't a. I was going to start singing like a "Here Comes the Bride" kind of thing for Mac, but there isn't a "You're Out of the Hospital" song.
There's a funeral march.
There's a funeral march. That's true. That's a different door they bring you out of.
Why were you in the hospital, Mac? I almost died.
Yeah,
Mac almost died. He's okay.
Welcome to a Little Time Podcast.
Would you say you're okay?
Yeah, I feel pretty great.
Okay, good.
I felt great the whole
You
time.
don't look it, by the way.
Even like a before going into the hospital. I lost 10 pounds.
Really?
That's noticeable. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Not in that picture you sent me of your face, which looked really funny.
The one
That's one of the worst
From-
pictures I've
Can I
ever
ask this?
seen.
Yeah.
From where?
Not from my gut. Well, maybe a little. I don't know how
Is
much.
it-
Did a one big foot.
I-
His heel. Yeah.
Yeah.
My appendix weighed 10
Oh,
pounds.
the world's biggest appendix.
Laughing is not good for it too. So
Oh, good.
No
Oh,
jo-
that's great.
no-
That's
no-
actually perfect. This is the perfect podcast for you to do.
no jokes. I was gonna say you like it didn't. How did it feel? Like
Well, hi everyone. Well,
oh,
so yeah, Mac was in the hospital.
Hello.
Okay, we'll fill everyone in.
I
We'll
almost
talk about it.
died.
Mac
Yeah.
genuinely almost died.
I get a little bit of that fan.
Yeah, of course.
what was your guys'
Isn't that
week
enough?
like? Do you
My
guys-
week was fucking awesome, by the way.
Is it good enough? There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I thought I assumed it was. It
It was just insulting me.
was going right to Mac.
It was going right to Mac and then being like, I don't
I have
know,
an oscillating fan going, and it's
Yeah.
not. It was being a little rude.
It was
to
being
my-
rude to me.
It was
on
getting. It was
purpose.
going like this towards you, and it would lift all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
yeah. It
Kinda
would just
lift-
stop. It would turn
turn
off.
off.
Yeah.
You would
But no,
say-
my week was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll fill everyone in on everything. So,
yeah,
so
what happened?
I was alone.
Mike was alone.
It is nice to live in a 3 to 4 person apartment by yourself.
Dude, it was incredible.
Mhm.
We're like,
You guys should move out.
I know you really seem.
Yeah.
now you know how I feel when you guys go different places.
Yeah, it's awesome. I cleaned everything.
Mhm.
What?
I cleaned every room in the house.
But
No,
you-
I
You
didn't.
didn't clean my room.
I cleaned every
That would
room.
have been a nice gift, by the
Ah.
way.
I cleaned.
If your friend is dying in the hospital,
I cleaned-
maybe clean his room.
I cleaned your shit particles off the toilet and mine too.
Yeah, I do that every other week too.
It'd
Yeah.
be cool if you only cleaned yours somehow.
Yeah,
You
I could tell
only-
which ones are mine. By the way,
Uh-huh.
I cleaned the shower, so you could have a nice clean shower when you got home from the
Oh, that's
hospital.
nice.
Of course,
That's
I cleaned the
nice.
toilet. I mopped the kitchen.
It looks beautiful.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I like that.
I did everything.
I did everything.
I did everything. By the way,
I did everything for you.
I did everything. I told them to go easy on your appendix.
Oh, that's sweet.
I told them don't be hammering on his thing.
Don't be hammering on that thing.
I texted the doctor that.
Yeah.
I said, don't be hammering on his thing, by the way.
And they
He
did.
hates that.
They didn't hammer on my thing was nice and
Unhammered.
protected. It was
Yeah, no,
It
protected.
came
Thank
through on
you.
the doctor's beeper.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And he said,
I gotta go.
Oh, shit. Mike just hit me on BlackBerry Messenger. Don't be hammering on Mac's thing.
because it's the doctor was like, "Hey, did it burn when you pee?" And I'm like, "Why?"
Why? Did you give me something? Did you burn me, dog?
Did
You suck my cock while I was asleep.
Nasty motherfucker.
With your
He's like,
pussy?
"No, we had like a catheter up there. We pulled it out." And I'm like, "I couldn't tell."
Yeah.
I think.
Do you have a wide urethra? I do.
I don't know. I'm like,
Does
what
it,
is wide?
That's a great question. The first woman.
what is wide?
I'll say this: the first woman who ever gave me, how do you say, oral sex?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She mentioned it.
She pulled my penis
The
out of her mouth
first-
mid fellatio and went, "You know, you got a really big pee hole." And I went, "I'm gonna hold on to that one for a while. I'm 17."
Have you had
do you
that
think-
since?
What?
Have you had that since?
I've brought it up to a lot of women
Yeah.
because
No,
I
no,
have
no,
an
no.
issue.
I mean, he pees with the door open. You could hear it.
Yeah,
I
no,
do have. I would say it more. I shit piss out.
Yeah.
Is what it kind of feels like.
So
It's
hard.
just like bam. I kind of diarrhea my piss out.
Every time I can hear Mike peeing, I'm
Hey,
like,
I'm sorry.
how-
I didn't mean to hurt you.
how big of a rush is Mike in right now?
Do you have a Bristol piss chart?
Dude.
Where sometimes it comes out. Sometimes it comes out lumpy, and sometimes
Dude,
this is a good one. This is a good piss.
It's not solid again.
No, absolutely.
I keep telling my doctor I have diarrhea because I've pissed. I've had liquid piss 3 days in a row.
Oh no, doctor, I'm not doing well.
But yeah, no, I got a big piss hole, I think.
I was gonna say because I've had, and I say you can't bring it up. You have to wait unprompted. Because if you bring it up, then you spoil the science.
Did I have a big pee hole?
They have big appeal, and they're like, I guess, yeah. Now
Yeah.
you mention it, where I've had unprompted 3 different women be like, your balls are pretty big. And
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
got big balls?
And I'm like, I guess, yeah.
Is that
thank-
song about you?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
AC/DC.
The
When I was-
Aka song?
When
Oh.
I was born, they're like, whoa,
Whoa,
Look
you
at that
got
big-
big balls.
You- for a
You
baby-
came out and there was like a little tug, like
Yeah.
and your balls got pulled out. I was gonna say, who's this fucking girl? How many cocks has she been sucking that she can tell a big pee hole
Oh,
right
I'll tell you
away?
this, I
yeah.
found out later, a lot.
Do you think it was like
She's the one who said "fuck you" to me at that when I saw her. The last
Yeah,
time I
that's
saw
awesome.
I
her.
bet that
That's
felt
awesome.
nice.
What?
All those cocks she sucked, and she remembered yours.
yours?
Yeah.
To be like, fuck you.
fuck you, big pee
Fuck
hole,
you, big ass pee hole having motherfucker.
wide mouth ass penis.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think she could tell in the same way how when there's like a hole in a balloon, like there's like you feel it, like the air's escaping, like there's more.
Well, no. What she did was she put my penis underwater so she could find out where the hole was, like you do with a bike tube.
with the bike tube, yeah.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
I don't
good.
know, man. It was. I would say this. It has damaged me mentally since then.
Wait, can you still shoot ropes?
Like come hard. I
I
don't
like
know.
the hand gesture you made for shoot ropes. There, you want this?
Yeah,
Yeah. No. I could. No. My shit goes.
Okay, so that's where I'm like,
Oh,
sometimes.
because you think
it-
the pressure is what helps it get acceleration.
Yeah, I think it can.
It doesn't
if you
dribble.
gotta- if you
No,
gotta-
it doesn't dribble out. It like
Nice.
I still got force because I think I have a pretty because with how fast and hard I pee, I think I have a pretty strong prostate, and I think that might help. I have no idea, by the way. I'm not a
You have a-
doctor.
you have a
I'll check.
horse's
We'll check
prostate.
I have a
afterwards.
horse's prostate and a man's penis.
A horse's prostate and a boy's penis.
Yeah, I got it. Really, it's
a race car
bad,
setup.
It's a bad combo.
The worst Frankenstein
Dude.
of all time.
Oh wait, that's just for going the quarter mile.
It's like David Letterman's Volvo with the
Oh yeah.
Corvette engine in it or whatever he
Mhm.
has.
You want what fucking Paul Newman call it? A fluffer on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a fluffer on it. And he was like, "What's a fluffer?"
Yeah.
Talk about like a sleeper.
No, yeah, like a sleeper car.
Okay, fluffer.
Yeah, it's like a
different.
Volvo station wagon with like a fucking V8,
Mhm.
like
crazy. It's so
crazy
sick.
in it.
No.
That's
your,
Mike's penis.
That's
what's
my
your penis. How's your penis? Would your penis have a fun week?
No, my penis had a fun week, but I'm like, not, like in terms of like
Your penises are just regular.
super regular penis.
I
Mm.
want well. Strong
it stinks.
smell.
It stinks is the joke.
Strong smell. It's not the joke, by the way. Diego wants you guys to think it's a joke.
Yeah, that's fun.
He has to.
That's a really.
He thinks he's like, oh, Mike pisses with the door open, which is true.
It's just true.
But it's just to make him feel even worse about how he has to piss with the door closed because every time he unzips his pants,
yeah.
it's like a stink bomb has
Yeah.
gone off.
When
It's
I
like it's like senior prank week every time this guy takes a piss with how strong it smells and how it's pungent.
Yeah, anytime I go to the doctor, I have to get a physical. I have to light some incense because
Yeah.
of how much my penis smells.
They got to spray you down with a power washer like you went mudding.
You wear condoms, but only while walking around.
Yeah. Yeah, you wear latex underwear, but it's not for like kink reasons.
Not
It's
kink
just for
related at all.
retention.
Just hold it in.
Yeah.
Hold in that stink. But my penis had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not mine. No. My penis had a fine week.
Fine week.
Penis had a fine week.
Did you do any cranking off in the hospital?
Did you crank off in the
Were you
hospital?
allowed to crank off?
I would think I could have,
Okay.
but I
like
didn't want to.
legally, are you allowed to crank off in the hospital, or is that indecent exposure?
Oh, that's a good point. No, I
Because
think it's,
nurses are popping in.
and you have roommate like a
I did have a roommate.
what are they called? They're not called roommates.
No, they're called roommates.
okay.
'Cause that's how it feels. It feels like I'm stuck in here with you guys.
I wish I had a curtain right now.
Yeah, that'd be great. The podcast curtain.
Dude, we should.
We should get curtains.
Okay, copyright.
Copyright,
This
this
is
is ours.
Patreon.
No, Mac is here. Regular episode.
Mac is usually on the Patreon.
Yeah, but I'm a guest
We're
because I
on the
almost
guest
died.
this week.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, sorry about the
Due to
all the stuff I said
excruciating
earlier.
Sorry for all the
circumstances.
cursing and all
Yeah,
the
sorry
stuff.
about the stuff I said earlier about my cock and the whole of it.
That's usually that's what the Patreon usually
Yeah,
gets.
it's usually what I talk on the Patreon. But first of all, I almost had some sensitive information, but I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, thank God.
The sensitive information is I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna fucking
I'm gonna
come.
come right now. No. We should start a podcast.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, I like this idea.
Yeah, Mike's gonna do 4 episodes and stop. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the best 4 episodes you've ever heard.
No, it'll
People
be-
DM me to tell you to do more episodes.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta do more.
I was dying.
I know, but not for
for 6
3.5 months.
Shut up.
But
I
we
can
should
feel
do a
it.
podcast, but it's in a confessional.
Oh.
Oh. you.
Thank you.
You should
Okay.
bleep that. That's
I
how
should
good that
believe that.
idea
That's a
is.
pretty good idea, right?
Do you mean
Like you're separated with the screen and everything.
Sure. Do you mean the person you're talking to is a priest?
No, I think I'm the priest.
You're
Yeah.
the priest.
I'm the host. I'm hosting it.
And someone comes in, they have a microphone, they have no camera on them.
Or they could,
Would
Oh.
you?
but I can't see them.
So you'd be blind interviewing your guests.
I could be blind. Yeah, I'd be blind interviewing, I guess. Or they get to confess stuff to me, and then I get to tell them.
Okay.
I get to kind of talk to them about it.
All right.
This is actually not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
I don't know where to
Like,
get.
great ideas.
I don't know where to get a confessional.
Okay.
Probably a
Build one.
website.
Probably website, confessional.com.
Probably a website. is
Website
where
has
you
a lot
buy
of stuff.
I bet you could fake it with one curtain and some cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
I
a,
can
like
go to
a-
Home Depot and get 6 pieces of wood and make this.
Sure, something that
Because
you
there just
can
has to be a
wheel out.
backdrop.
Something you can wheel out and you can take it to like McCarran Park.
Oh, now this okay.
And
Like,
like-
man on the priest on the
Priest
street.
on the street.
I was gonna.
Priest on
That's
the
really
street.
good.
No little boys.
Priest on the street.
It's all above the ground. You could see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the front is open.
Yeah.
Front's open.
I think you
It's
should
not
get
a ter-
ordained.
Ooh, you
Universal
could do
life.
Just get
You
that.
could do one of those. What you know how everyone that does it was like really into
Yeah,
like
yeah. The universe. What? Oh no, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
people that like were like key holders at Spencer's. Also, like I'm an ordained minister through this.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's called the Universal
Satanism.
Life. Oh, I was thinking the Universal Life Church. That's the
Any
one.
of them.
That's the
Any
one
of
that you
them.
pay like $50 to, so that you can marry people.
Dude, any
like
of them.
that one. So I'm a minister in the Universal Life Church.
I also
you
don't
go.
think those marriages should count.
That's interesting.
I think I'm
Because the
with
only
Mac
thing they
on
should
this.
do, because I don't think you should get married if you're not religious. That's my new stance.
Ooh.
Subway takes. 100% agree. I'm not reading my own one. I'm saying
100%. You take his micro.
Yeah, I'm the only guy on
100%.
Subway takes. I say I don't think you should get married if you're religious. 100% agree. Yeah,
People should marry within
And
the
why do you-
race.
And why do you think that?
but it's like, why not? Like,
Mhm.
why do it? What's the fucking point?
Why do it?
Because it's a tax break is the argument.
I know that's the argument, but it's like, what? So what?
Which is that? Does
Just
that even
you
work
should,
anymore?
if you want a tax break, you should have to make yourself disabled. Now this one won't go on there. No, this one won't go on
100%
there.
agree.
No, yeah.
Now we're talking. Now
Yeah,
we're talking.
if you want a tax break, you should have to throw yourself off a building and have fucked up legs for the rest of your
Mhm.
life.
Sure.
Or you can be born disabled, and then that's
And
you.
thank you for your
and
service.
thank you for your
Mhm.
service. And I spent Memorial Day thanking you.
Yeah.
People who have ADHD and can park closer to the store because of it, or whatever.
Whatever it is.
Who
They
gives
fucking
a
have
shit?
a hard time with fireworks like their dog.
Yeah.
No, that's not a disability. We're above you.
You have a hard time with fireworks?
ADHD people.
Oh, okay.
Those people
Oh.
are just retarded.
What about
They're like-
PTSD?
PTSD. That one's hot Subway take.
Yeah.
I think they're faking it.
Ooh. 100% agree.
100% agree.
Has he ever said 50% agree?
No, I think he's either 100% agree or disagree.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be honest with you. Don't watch him enough.
No, I never watched.
Yeah.
I've seen two.
What I do is I watch the first 30 seconds of someone I know on there.
yeah, my homie, my friend.
and then I like it, and then I go on about my day. So I don't even have the attention span for reels anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I'm
You
gone.
don't have the attention for that.
I don't even like
sentence.
this thought. It's not interesting enough. No one's playing Maze Runner over
fucking
my
bored.
own podcast.
I don't even like. Me and Diego.
Yeah,
We were watching.
Diego and I.
We were
Yeah,
watching.
Diego and I.
We were watching a legal sports stream,
Yeah, of course.
and one of them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Normally, one of the things there's commercials when we watch
racist chat.
sports.
Oh, racist chat.
There's the racist chat, but there's also like commercials that are streamed,
Yeah.
and we were tuned into Israel's
Oh my God!
Israel's sports. Like they're just
Is
a normal,
Israeli channel.
an Israeli channel broadcasting Canadian sports for whatever reason.
Very weird.
Like there was like the Israeli NHL.
Some guy in Israel was uploading his TV to the internet feed,
yeah, yeah,
and so
yeah.
we were just watching. Like, oh, here the game's here, and when it went to commercial, the commercials were like 5-10 seconds tops.
tops 10
That's
seconds.
every
insane.
single.
Tops 10 seconds.
So it was like scrolling TikTok, but for ads, where it was just like, "Do you need a car? Buy a car. www.car.com." And then I was like, "That's the ad." And then it would do
It was-
another ad. And it'd be
God.
like some kid would be like, "I love eating Butterfinger candy bars." And then that would be the ad. And it just went and went and went. It was so interesting
Yeah.
and insane.
It was like
That's-
watching Uncut Gems.
Dude.
Yeah. Because some like cultures they'll do like, "Hey, here's a whole fucking minute long PSA. We got time to burn."
Yeah, dude. Sometimes you ever watch like the British? You ever watch like the British feed of like UFC or whatever? Legally. It'll be like a minute and 30 seconds gambling it. Like it'll be like
So long.
William Hill Casino, but they're just like showing you like we got roulette tables. We can get a drink. You can. It's Mike. It's your grandfather's name, and that's gonna kind of bring up some trauma for you. Not really trauma, but he's an old guy who died. That's what they do.
What the bravest thing an old man can do is die.
Yeah, exactly. Get yourself out of the fucking pool. Stop taking up resources.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, you fuck.
Yeah.
But they are really long. They just list all the sports.
Yeah,
it's like, we know what the sports
No, I know.
are.
We can bet on all of them.
We got it.
And they're like
Will.
in ladies too, and they go in ladies basketball.
They go in
and
ladies
ladies
basketball.
hockey. Oh, should we start betting on the Women's Pro Hockey League?
I'm down. The Minnesota Fierce have won their cup
Yeah.
twice, 2 years in a row now. They're
really?
the only ones that have won it.
What about the Boston Strong? Or, I
The
assume?
Boston Fleet, the best uniforms in all of hockey, I say.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting hard for those ladies.
Not me.
I just haven't watched much of it.
No.
It does look like one of my games.
Yeah.
So
Are
it's
they
like,
all-
not as much fun.
Are all the hockey ladies lesbians?
No.
Some of them, most
No,
of
that's
them.
that's a good question. That's
Some
a good
of them
question
are
because
sure.
in the WNBA it is mostly lesbians.
It's mostly lesbians in the
I'd say
WNBA?
Look at them.
Huh.
It's a point to where people like do little. What are those like Vox vignettes or whatever? Is that the right word? Where they do like a whole little. Why are there so like little sport
Oh,
like
that's funny.
like
Yeah.
investigationals?
Yeah.
No,
like little info.
I bet it's much lower than the WNBA.
Oh.
I don't know how, I mean, I have no percentage points or I haven't done any research on this.
'Cause a lot
but
of
I know
hockey-
a couple of them have husbands. I
A
don't
lot
see
of
them.
a couple of them. A couple.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I know only a couple and a couple have husbands,
How many of hockey players do you think have wives?
how many professional NHL players have wives? 70%.
There you go. That's not a couple.
Fair, but it's harder being a woman in sports. I'll say it.
100% disagree.
But yeah,
I would say the hardest job is being a woman in a motherly position.
motherly position.
Not the
I would say
not the
the
men
hardest-
who are their mothers.
I would say the
Being a
hardest job
woman.
is being a man post woke.
Post woke man,
Mm.
and specifically,
White.
there you go. We said it.
Thank you.
We went there.
And white or Italian man.
That was not the same.
It's different, but it's similar. Kissing cousins, even.
They
Which is
love that.
actually
Which
very
is
Italian.
Yeah.
Anyway, you almost died, Mac.
Oh, I was not. Did you want to talk about your week or
No, you go ahead. Let's fill everyone in. You're still wearing your bracelet.
Let's talk more about me cleaning the bathroom.
Yeah, show them your bracelets, but don't put your name on it.
There's my bracelet. If you have 8K, you can get my
Yeah,
get our
8K.
address and my birthday, my social security, and everything.
You get Mac's government name.
Are you wearing this so your job knows you weren't lying tomorrow?
I just haven't taken it off.
Okay.
It's so light and waterproof.
Mm.
I'm gonna start wearing my Livestrong bracelet again too.
Yeah, it's cool.
Which I think is very
So
funny.
you're in a coma for 15 years?
You should keep that on. You know how some people will keep like a ski resort lift tag on
Yeah.
their jacket? You should keep that on for as long as possible.
to be like, oh yeah, I almost died.
oh, fuck.
Oh, this?
I forgot.
Oh,
the first-
yeah.
On a first date?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
this?
not- I
oh,
almost
I just
died.
had a horrible body trauma happen to me. You know the substance.
I did message a woman who I'm like, hey, haven't heard back from you. Also, my fault. I'm dying right now.
Nice.
If you could like, I don't know.
Maybe some-
I don't know. Do you want
Picture of
to
the
bump
boobs.
you want to bump your forehead on my appendix scar a little bit, sweetheart?
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
Um,
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
That's not bad.
so I'm trying
I'm
to
on
think.
fire tonight, by
I'm
the way.
having a great time.
I'll tell you what's on
100%
fire.
agree.
Yeah.
Where do I start? What was-
Start with Monday.
So Monday, by the way, 11-mile run.
Big
Not
time.
even no sweat. I was
No,
didn't
you
even-
sweat a lot. You sweat, you sweat
Yes,
sitting on the
by
couch.
the way, yes, sweat.
Yes, a
I'm
lot.
sweating right now. I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
sweating.
it's
you're fucking.
Shirts.
So, Monday was Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I got nothing planned. I'm not doing anything. I might as well go for like a long run.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was running and I felt fine. I went slow because I'm like, oh, it's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
I'm going to pace myself. And so that was Monday. Monday was fine. And obviously when you're running, you're like, oh, my side hurts.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely.
Or like weird little spots
Yeah.
of your chest area, your torso. You're like, oh, it's not
Wherever-
good.
yeah.
That's so maybe I felt something. Tuesday, the next day
That's
after
the day
Monday,
after. That's the day after.
100% agree.
100% agree. In terms of the calendar, 100% agree.
Tuesday, I feel like a little like
I feel like a little boy.
like a little like just kind of like a tickle in my like
Okay.
not
Not debilitating, not super painful or painful at
I
all.
wouldn't
really.
even say like painful, just kind of like I
You'd
feel,
notice.
Did I pull a muscle? Like it was like
it
that
felt
kind
like,
of
it
thing?
was kind of like and that must have been like from running yesterday. I feel a little. I
Yeah.
didn't even register to me until looking back.
You're
I'm
like, I didn't stretch my obliques enough before I went on my run or whatever.
And so Wednesday happens, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm sick, and I'm legitimately sick.
Yeah.
And I get to call into work sick.
Yeah.
Which I love.
It was
Mac's favorite thing.
It's really funny because I think Wednesday I came out of
The closet?
Dude, you fucking got it.
Deeply closeted. But when I got home from the gym and you were just like standing around, I was like, "Yeah, why are you here?" And you're like, "I think I'm constipated." And I was like, "Well, that's an interesting reason to call out of work."
I think
I
you
thought it
should
was
call
fun.
it to work for any. If you
I do. I think so too. But
they want to guilt you. If a new episode of a podcast that you really want to listen to comes out,
you should call out of work. I have like old man brain where I
Yeah.
don't call out of work unless I'm sick
I think
or
if
I
you-
want to.
I think if you like the job, that works.
It's like immediately ruining the reason you even said saying.
Yeah, or I want to.
Or
No.
I want to. Obviously.
No, I think I very rarely ever called out of work without being like as an adult.
Yeah.
Called out of work without being sick.
No, I do it all. Sometimes I'm like,
No, I think it's completely reasonable.
I'm gonna kill everyone in the office.
Calling it, because I'm kind of in the same boat where I'm like, I just go to work.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm
you like
thinking-
your job.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
So it's
now, yes. But I'm thinking about jobs before that.
Yeah.
It was either I was the boss
Yeah.
or the people I worked for I really liked.
Yeah.
And so I never worked for like a company I disliked. And I'm like, I don't
No.
fucking care. Fuck you. That's what you're doing around the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're kind of giving the finger to like, your phone a lot. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where they are a lot of the time. They're in
Yeah.
your phone.
Fuck
calling
you. Shut up.
So I'm like, okay, I feel like sick Monday or Wednesday morning, and then it like slowly gets better, slowly gets worse over the day, and I'm like, am I gassy? Am I blocked up? Do I have like, I'm not throwing up, but then it's like a sharp pain, and I'm like, is it appendix? Like I think my boss called. He's like, hey, you feeling all right? And I'm like, yeah, it might be appendicitis as like a joke. I said that.
It's
and,
funny that was the joke.
And I was just like, I don't know, we'll see. I should be in tomorrow. And then later, I was just like, oh, I'm not coming in tomorrow.
Oh.
Because
You told them you weren't coming in tomorrow before even going to the hospital.
no, when I was, I think, I don't know when. That whole night's a blur. But I remember talking to you, and I'm like, how much pain
Yeah.
is enough pain to where I should go to the ER?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, what if it is appendicitis?
Yeah.
Because all those other options are still on the table. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be the asshole going to the ER
Sure.
because I didn't fart in
Yeah.
in 8 hours, 48 hours.
And they push your stomach hard and the big one comes out and you go, thank you.
And then the nurse is
Yeah,
like,
you stop me and you're like, how much pain? And I'm like, I don't know, 1 to 10. And how much pain are you right now? And you're like, I think just 5. And I'm like, you want to go to the hospital for 5?
Oh,
But that's the thing is like, I don't know what the pain scale is.
well, this is my whole.
I think it's 10 or 0.
You think it's all?
100% agree. No, I don't think it's 10 or.
You think it's a binary pain scale?
Yeah.
Like, do another Louis joke.
Is that real? No, but I'm like,
No,
but in my
that's
head,
a-
I'm like,
that's just an everything joke.
Okay.
hey, I've stolen some Louis jokes before.
Okay, Edge.
That's not one of them because I didn't know it.
No.
That's
But-
a t-shirt joke.
Okay.
There's only 2 types of people.
Zeros and tens.
What are you talking about?
I guess we're talking about different jokes.
No, but like the pain scale, I'm like, what is a 7? What is
Sure,
an 8?
sure.
What is
So-
a 5?
I think it is like I was thinking going through my head, and I'm like, because that's all they had. They're like, how bad's the pain?
Yeah.
And I'm like, to me, 10 is I'm near blacking out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
screaming.
I'd rather
I'm-
die right now than keep feeling
I have a
Yes.
bone sticking out of my skin.
Exactly.
Yes.
A compound fracture is
So
10.
9 is below that.
Yes, usually.
9 is where I'm like, but it's still I can
It's a
function.
Tuesdays of numbers.
Exactly.
Mm.
What?
It comes after.
Yeah, because yeah,
0%
just 10. Yeah.
Oh, you were doing the nut. I got it. I fucking
don't-
ruled.
I get what he's saying.
And so then I'm like,
I don't
yeah,
like it, but I get it.
it's like it's sharp and it's just hanging out there, and I know it's like it might be appendicitis, but it feels too high because everyone's like it's in your lower.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
mine
yeah.
was like under my rib, and I think I found out why. So I go to the ER because it's just getting worse and worse throughout the night, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if it's gonna like continue to get worse, and then how long it takes to get through the ER, and is it gonna reach a 10 by the time I leave now? And so I'm like, all right, I'll just go and I'll deal with it. And then if it's fucking gas, I'll be embarrassed and make fun of myself on your podcast.
Yeah. So you left at like 11:30?
No, I left here at like 8 or 9, didn't I?
I think it was later than that.
No, it was like 9 or 10.
No, because he left. I got home, and he was already gone.
I mean, we could look at the. Okay. We could look at the.
And I thought that he was out having sex.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In a way, I was.
In a way,
fucked.
yeah. Well, you're getting open. You're getting busted open.
So
that's for sure.
I go to the ER first thing.
Emergency room.
The emergency room. Our hospital is.
I got it.
It's been under construction since we've ever lived here.
It's been under construction since 1975.
Yeah.
so it's like kind of weird.
It's LaGuardia of hospitals.
Dude, yeah.
I'm like, I wander to the one door and I'm like, ER, and they're like, nah, it's over there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
That,
I'm like,
that hospital is like 5 buildings.
It's cool. I like the building.
That makes more
sense.
sense.
All around. It's like
the Woodhull
campus.
Yeah.
I took an Uber, which was like 5-10 minutes to the Woodhull hospital. In the middle of beautiful Brooklyn. What is it? Like
that's in Bushwick.
Bushwick.
That's technically Bushwick.
Uber, the millennial ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I took an Uber to the hospital when I went there too.
Dude, I was so
they're
mad.
like, how'd you get here? I was like, Uber? And they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, you would know if it was ambulance, I think.
I did not give him a tip because he blew past. I was like, oh, here he comes. Blows past our house, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You know I'm going to the hospital.
And he takes the long way to get back, and like finally gets. I'm like, all right, thanks, man.
Yeah,
and his whatever.
Do you think Uber drivers deny hospital ones because they're like, it's gonna get all gross in the back?
Oh, that's
Maybe,
interesting.
probably.
I bet if it's a woman.
Yeah.
No, women are caring.
No, I'm saying if the woman is being
pregnancy.
Yeah. If it's a woman being picked up.
Yeah, I think they approve 100% women. Those guys, the Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Maybe she breastfeeds.
Maybe she'll start breastfeeding immediately.
Baby Jill, are you giving birth to another baby Jill?
How many Bobs are in the backseat now?
You're so lucky.
So I take an Uber and I'm like wandering. I'm trying to find the ER, and I find it, and there's for some reason it's a dozen just Mexican Hispanic people sitting there.
Oh yeah,
none
we're
of them
in
are
pain.
sick. I think they're just waiting for people.
Well, they all have to take their one car to get there, so they might as well go sit in the waiting room.
So I talked to
cable.
I talked to the front desk guy, and I'm like, my stomach hurts,
dude. that was when I had my fucking belly button issue.
Yeah.
I was like the same.
Yeah, what did you tell them?
I was like, I thought.
Hernia, right?
Hernia was what I thought. What I
okay.
thought what it was. So I was like that, but then I was like belly button pain. I don't know. And they were like stomach pain. I was like, not exactly that.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah,
but there's only so many things you can write.
And the front desk guy, I understand why he doesn't care because he's the first person who sees.
Dude, no, you went to like the fentanyl zombie.
it's a bad.
Mental health crisis center of Brooklyn.
I brought that up to other people. I'm like, oh, I'm at this hospital, and they're like, why'd you go there? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm like, I'm dying right now.
Yeah.
What would be the best hospital?
I
for
did
me?
do that. I went to a better hospital than you.
You did.
What did you do?
I went to Fort Greene.
He was probably on like a 4 out of 10 on the pain scale.
My
Not
belly
me.
button turned inside out.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
But what was your pain scale?
It was pretty bad. It was like probably a 7. I think probably a 7.
Damn it.
That's what I was.
Dude, no, it was it was like the fact that I didn't like cry. Like I was just I was pushing it back into my body.
Oh,
yeah, I'll give you an 8 or 9
gross.
on that.
Dude, it was so rough. The fact that I could feel it was like pulsing, and I
Yes.
could feel it. It was like I couldn't sleep really.
Yeah.
And it was like pulsing and like sticking out, and like my belly button was turning inside out. I could like feel it happening.
Terrible.
That was like it was fucking crazy. It was probably like an 8 or 9. Like it was crazy.
I would have gone to the hospital for that.
Dude,
Like
I did go to the hospital, but I was in Chicago
Oh.
while it was happening. So I was like, I'm not going to go to the fucking hospital in
God.
Chicago and like get stuck there.
Yeah.
So I flew back to New York, landed.
Did the pressure? Did you see it as you go open the plane? It's like.
I was like,
when you're going through security, did the guys like, hey, what the fuck is that? Like,
hey,
like,
why
like,
is it?
They can
No,
see
because I don't go through the body scanner.
Oh, you don't go to the body scanner.
You
No, I have
let 'em-
TSA pre-check. I don't have to go through the body scanner.
Whoa!
I go through a regular metal detector. But dude, and by the time I got to the hospital, there was so much fluid inside of me they couldn't tell what was wrong with me. And they're like, and they just kind of poked my belly button enough times that I think it fixed itself through poking, which is actually pretty interesting. So like, I was like, hey, you guys have any fucking leeches to put on there too to fix me? I guess I don't really know.
Fucking
No, I think it was like they weren't trying to fix it with poking. I think they just poked it enough times. Because dude, there was like guys coming. There was like. Because there's a lot of like medical students. I guess it's probably every hospital has this, but there's a lot of medical students at Fort Greene, and they were like, one guy came in, he goes, I just heard about this. He's like,
it's my day off.
He's like, I heard about this. We're all talking about it. So, and one guy was like, I've seen like 300 patients, and I have never seen anything like this.
You gotta poke this guy's belly. He's like the.
You gotta go fuck
he's
around.
like the
Dude,
Pillsbury
literally, guys
Doughboy.
were coming in there and being like, yeah, let me get a fucking crack at that thing.
Yeah, they have to
Like,
learn. They gotta learn.
Yeah, and you know what? I wish it wasn't on my body.
Sure.
I wish they weren't learning on my body, but I am glad to be
guinea pig.
I'm glad that they got to learn a unique thing with my body.
Yeah.
Because like next to when they were like, you guys gotta check out how big this guy's pee hole is, and I was like, I'm here for a belly button.
Belly button thing. You're like,
And they're
hey.
that's not your belly button. I think on the tip of your dick's not your belly button. All right.
So I'm in the ER.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the paperwork, and I'm like, here you go, whatever. Here's the fucking thing. And then I sit down next to all the Mexican people.
Yeah.
And immediately a crackhead lady comes in, and she's hitting her dog at the front door.
Jesus Christ.
And she's like yelling at another crackhead to be like, don't let the dog follow me. And she comes in and she's like screaming. She's like, where's my like husband, boyfriend, or whatever? And I'm like, oh, this sucks that her life is like horrible, but she's doing nothing to make it better.
Yeah.
And she's attacking the front desk guy who I am like, he's dismissive, but I understand why he is.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you can't
you deal with these people.
engage with people like that all day long.
So during all this, it's like getting worse and worse. And I guess my name got called twice. I didn't even hear it.
Oh, like your head was just like
just like I'm like holding my body. I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
not. And also the doctor was like, she was. I'm sitting in the same room with her when I finally get called in, and she's like, "So what do you?" I'm like, "Okay,
speak up."
I'm like,
God, lady.
so she's like, "What's her? My tummy hurts," and she's like, "All right, go in." And I'm in the ER, and there's overpacked. There's I'm saying this slur. She looked like a gypsy.
Oh, brother.
She like had like the
head wrap
the
and
head
everything?
wrap
With the
and she was
coin,
old.
you know the coin on the
yeah,
stringies?
kind of that thing.
The
Yeah.
jewelry that's coin on strings. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about.
And one, I don't think that's a slur to say gypsy. I just know other people do, so I want them to know that I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just taking a picture of you saying a slur.
Well, here's the thing about her. Because that hospital, a lot of the staff, especially the night staff, is all black people.
Yeah, that seems to be the.
Which I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it seems to be the like. I mean, that was the same in Fort Greene, where it was all like Caribbean ladies.
Yeah, I think this was all like Jamaican ladies.
Yeah,
but this gypsy is just going, "You're all monkeys." Yeah, fuck it. I'm just like, what the hell?
you can slur
can
her.
call her that now.
Yeah.
Or I'm just like, man, somebody fucking shut that bitch up. I'm dying over here.
She kept going, I love traveling. I love traveling with my family.
So it was her.
Hating all the races there.
Yeah.
It was her freaking out, strapped to it. Like, I don't know if she's handcuffed. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to talk to the nurse, and they're like, all right, we're going to CAT scan you and give you an x-ray. And then they put me on a bed. And then another a crackhead is like this whole like Hispanic guy who's just like, let me go, please. I'm withdrawing from heroin. Like,
Whoa.
I'm just like,
Jesus.
and I'm like, why won't they let him go?
Yeah.
He's also screaming. Not a lot of slurs from him.
Nice. Dude.
He's just being rude and
Yeah.
screaming at
There's a
like 1 in the
difference.
morning. Where everyone, there's like probably
1 in the morning.
30 people in the ER on
Jesus
gurneys
Christ.
waiting to do something. And then here's my least favorite crackhead home. I guess he's just like a homeless guy because he didn't seem like drugged out. It was a he's kind of like those homeless guys that are like weenies about everything. They're not like tough. They're kind of like, can I have $1? And you're like, no. You're like,
Yeah.
Okay. They're like,
I think I know what you talk. Sure.
Well,
sure.
so this is why I say
Defeated homeless man.
or maybe I think he was like kind of new because he comes in and he's like, hey, is there still food? And so there's like nothing wrong with him, and he gets his own gurney, and he's right in front of me. Mm-hmm. Like the lady to the left of me, I'm like, she's moaning. She's like, something's up with her. The guy next to me is snoo, woo, 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 woo. Like he's
little hats raising as he exhales.
So this homeless guy over by me, he's bothering the nurses who are all over like way too busy to be doing any of this. And he goes, hey, can you give me some food? And I'm like, she's like, okay, yeah, let me go check. And he's like, okay, but can I get like some crackers or a sandwich or something? And he's like, yeah, let me. And she bothers him like,
yeah, I know what food is.
Yeah, he keeps bothering her.
Forget it, protein,
like 3
starches.
times. So then she brings back like 3 sandwiches, which is like, okay, I guess this guy knows to fake an injury and come in. And so he takes a bite of the sandwich. He's like, can I get a ham sandwich? This is only cheap. And I'm just like, I right there wanted to get up and be like, I'm dying right now. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out. I'm gonna beat the fuck out. Hey, we're going to hell together, big dog.
And so overall, this whole trip, because you know that there's a meme.
Trip.
Yeah.
I went on vacation to Woodhull.
It's what it felt like. I didn't have to go to work. You know how there's like the online meme where like nurses are mean and nasty.
Yeah. They do TikTok dances while you're dying.
Yeah. And nurses have no. And I'm like, and so I'm like, completely turned around, and I'll keep telling you why. Where I'm like, nurses are the nicest people who have to deal with some of the worst people, and because I'm like, all right, I've lived in the city, I have like a little empathy for homeless people. I get like you're like, and it like this whole thing wiped out all my empathy for crack. I like came out of the hospital ready to defend nurses and attack. Like, I want to spit on the first homeless person I see. Just like, fuck you. I know what you do in the ER.
You're mean to these ladies.
You're mean to the nice Jamaican ladies who are nice to me.
Yeah.
They're like my mothers now.
They're my mothers and I love them and I hate you. You should be happy with a cheese sandwich.
You should be fucking happy with a fucking cheese sandwich. Just like it really made me fear. And to be like, because this is my thought. I'm literally dying.
Yeah.
My body is my guts are, I didn't know at the time, but I'm dying on a gurney. It's 1 or 2 in the morning, and a nurse comes over and he's like, hey, let me fucking, and I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like still an adult where
I kept saying please and thank you at the hospital because I was like, maybe they'll shave some off the bill. Maybe they'll shave some off the bill if I keep saying please and thank you.
This is great manners.
Yeah.
Let's take $50,000 off his bill.
Yeah.
we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
But I was just still doing it, and then to like see them treat nurses that way, I'm like, you fucking
dude, there was one guy.
Every nurse should have a gun.
Yeah.
And they should be able to beat like just pistol whip and be like,
well,
hey.
they should at least have a collapsible baton on their big keychain.
Yeah.
Dude, there was one guy when I was there who was like, I could tell from his voice he was a 62-year-old black guy.
Yeah.
And he was definitely,
hey, man,
he kept going like, be like, hey, now, where's that? You know, like he was doing some hey, young blood stuff, but to the nurses, like kind of hitting on them. And they kept being like, Mr. Johnson, stop talking. It's 2 a.m. People are trying to sleep.
Shut
and
up.
He'd be like, yeah, get me in there with you. Just trying to fuck on the nurses.
But see, that's respectable.
That was just funny. And then there was an old lady next to me who definitely fell down, which I was like, I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
She seemed like a really nice old lady, but her like incredibly not gay son was there with her. And he kept being like, and I need to talk to somebody else.
Okay.
He kept asking to talk to somebody else and being like, and like he was trying to use like medical jargon and like all this stuff. And I think at one point they were like, and what do you mean when you say that?
Yeah.
And he was like, her constitution is weakened, like saying stuff like that, like the longest version of every word for no reason kind of thing. And after a while, it's so funny because the ladies would like talk to that lady and then get like accosted by her son and then just come over to me and be like, and I'd be like, hi, thank you.
I think that really goes a long way.
Yeah.
With all the nurses.
They didn't give me shit. I didn't get no crackers. I didn't get no cheese sandwich.
Maybe you got the real medicine.
They gave me the real. Dude, there was one point I was in so much pain and Nora was there, and she was like, "Do you want me to go get you Advil?" And I was like, "I don't think you should bring outside Advil into the hospital." And she's like,
Like
"Do
a
you want me
movie
to?"
theater.
Yeah, and she was like, "Do you want me to ask the nurse for Advil?" And I was like, "Absolutely not.
No way.
I was like, I'm not paying $65 for 2 Advil. Like, I'd rather die." And I don't know.
I think you were months away.
I was
Where I was hours.
I was on I told people how much antibiotics I was on, but I was not in the hospital. I had pills. I had to take 9 antibiotic pills every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought it was 3.
Big ones, right?
I thought it was 3 every day.
I've done that
It was
before.
3 times a day.
3 cubed.
Yeah.
Well, let me one up you with this.
Yeah, no,
sir.
I'm saying like I had probably like I would say like 1/10 of like the seriousness of what you had.
Oh yeah. Well, so I go after all this. I go into the CAT scan, and during this moment, I'm like, I think one of the nurses did give me like morphine or something, because at this point, I'm like, oh, I don't feel bad. I should go home right now.
Oh,
It's like,
wow. Oh, yeah.
Like, I guess I don't feel
I
pain
feel fucking
because I'm like,
awesome.
I'm still delirious, but I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm wasting everyone's time. I get the CAT scan. It felt like 20 minutes later, like, oh yeah, your appendix burst, or like your appendix, like it's your appendix, and we need to see if it burst.
We need to check.
And so the surgeon, I'm talking to
Through
the
your
surgeon.
prostate.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then we got to cut a hole to give you the whole doctor's thing.
We're gonna do endoscopy up your big giant pee hole. That's actually way easier for us to see.
Turns out this is easier.
So
Stick my head up your dick hole so I can see how your appendix is.
So I talked to the surgeon. Fat surgeon.
Okay.
Old Hispanic guy, fat and short. Like he was probably like 60.
Okay.
Because they're like, yeah, he's been doing surgery for like 40 years.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah,
you're my
fuck
guy.
like
He
that.
does it in his sleep.
Yeah. The only problem is he gets a lot of crumbs inside of you.
And
So
like, hey, you gotta pay to play the game, you know?
So he's just like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna it's an endoscopy. I think that's how you say it. And we're gonna we're gonna
N-wordoscopy.
Endoscopy. And so
I didn't realize you were yawning. I thought you went.
he can't say that.
We don't say that.
So he's like, we're gonna poke a hole here, and then one here, and then if we need it, we'll do a 4th hole.
Okay.
If it's really bad. And if it's really, really bad, we're going to slice you open. And I'm
Whoa.
just like, do whatever you have to do.
Whatever,
man.
brother.
I'm in so much pain. Like,
Couldn't care less. Drain me.
Just save my life. So they put me under. Yeah, it's funny because like once the CAT scan gets back, like the whole mood is like, oh, come right this way. You need surgery now.
You're about to fucking die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to slice you open and see what's happening. So they put me under, and I wake up. And waking up was weird because I've never been.
How long was the surgery?
I'm guessing like 2 to 3 to 4 hours. I don't know what time I woke up because.
Oh yeah, right.
I've never woken up from like anesthesia and being put under, and so it was one of the wildest experiences because I hear like a nurse. I almost thought I was like strapped to a cross or something, but I'm just in the gurney bed.
That was your first thought.
No,
They've crucified me just like Christ
no,
for the crime of having an appendix. This man has.
Oh, I can't have opinions on an appendix.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing. No, I couldn't think of the word. What are they called? The stuff inside of you?
Your guts?
Organs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy has more organs than he needs.
Yeah, hey, get out of
Let's
here.
nail him to the cross like Jesus. There we go. That was
Well,
not worth
And
it.
what do you think that Roman soldier was trying to do when he stabbed him?
Oh, and on what side of his body?
And what side of his
the
body?
right side of Jesus' body.
100% agree.
100%. The Roman soldier was just trying to give him an appendectomy.
They weren't trying to nail him
I
to the
believe
cross.
this.
They weren't trying. First of all, they weren't trying to crucify Jesus. He was being rude to the wait staff. He was being rude to the front
He's
desk
being
staff at the
strapped
hospital.
down.
Yeah.
They told me he couldn't bring his dog into the
Yeah, they
restaurant.
said stop hitting your dog at the fucking front door of the hospital, please. Dude, I had to watch a lady hit her kid at the fucking laundromat the other day. And the worst part was she only took half her clothes out of the washing machine and I had to wait. It was fucking driving me crazy.
Come on, ladies.
I was like, hit your kid after you take all of it out and put it in the dryer. Or hit him before you take it out. And I know I have to wait, but it's like, stop hitting. First of all, if you're going to hit your kid, I don't know, maybe do it at home.
I wait till you get home.
Yeah.
Do it like my parents did. Always threaten.
Dude.
But never actually do it.
Dude, I don't know what it is about the laundromat I go to, probably the people in the neighborhood, but there was one time I was there and a lady was talking to her son. She's just going, "You're fucking stupid. You're a fucking idiot." And I remember
awesome.
I remember looking at her and being like, you have made him a rapist.
You've made him a bad person.
You're his brain.
He's gonna have mother issues
He
forever.
was so young.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're going to be fucked up about women for the rest of your life, and it's her fault.
Do you go to this one?
I don't go to the one that you guys go to. I go to the other one.
He goes to the one.
I saw Nick Mullen at ours.
That's awesome.
The other day.
My
Yeah,
dad,
he lives around here.
my dad would hit other kids and be like, "I don't even love him.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to do to you?"
He never hit you?
My dad would start
He
hitting
never hit
himself. He started hitting himself. He'd be like, "Yeah." He started acting like that.
Animal on the drum set.
Yeah, he would start acting like that, and then like it's like a guy when you're about to fight a guy and he starts punching himself in the
Yeah.
face, and then you're like, I don't need this. I don't like this. Actually,
Too
my dad would do
crazy.
that. He starts smacking his own ass with a belt.
Yeah.
It's not me the more it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
He put on a get mask.
yeah. Yeah, he's choking himself and jacking off. He has a belt around his neck.
All to teach me a
All
lesson.
to show me that it's wrong to be loud at the bank. And he goes, "I'm trying to make a deposit, and if you don't watch it, I'm about to withdraw some of that skin from your ass." He would talk like that.
He would talk like that.
My dad was Bernie Mac, by the way.
Hey now.
Yeah, hey now.
So you woke up out of it.
I'm waking up because one of the nurses there is going, "Wake up! You need to breathe."
Oh.
Did it feel like you were waking up from the Matrix?
That's exactly what. I'm not even kidding.
So
Because
crazy.
it was like, I was like, like all of a sudden, and I had to like start breathing manually. Because when I'm like asleep, I'm like doing little wimpy, tiny breaths, like,
yeah. Yeah, you do breathe like that when you sleep. I wanted to tell you that, by the way. Yeah.
And so she's like, "Wake up!" And I'm just suddenly in like a new place, and it's the sleepiest I've ever been.
Oh.
And so when I would like, I couldn't focus on anything, and so when I closed my eyes, I was seeing myself pull like I felt like I was at like a switchboard, and I could see the neurons in my brain to
You
control.
really did almost die. Holy shit.
To control like my breathing patterons.
Whoa.
So
Like you were the switchboard ladies in Mad Men?
exactly. Where
Yeah.
You're
I was
Flo
like,
from Progressive.
I was like pulling out a bunch of things, a neuron, and like plugging them in, and I would go, and then I would like pull them out and plug them in a different thing, and I'd breathe it like in, and it was just, and so, but then I would get so sleepy that I would fall asleep and I would stop breathing, and I would remember I'm like, I'm still conscious.
I'm in
but
charge.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to wake up and you need to breathe. Like that lady said, like whatever, God is a woman, and she told you. So I just remember, I don't know how long this was. It felt like forever. It was probably like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like really just control and like feeling that feeling, and then finally I like wake up and I'm like, what is going on? And it was so weird.
Yeah.
And so not in pain.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy though.
It was like it was a really weird, jarring way to wake up. Not a lot of pain, just kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you feel like because there was no more like pain or pressure there? Was it like a big relief afterwards, or was it just kind of like it's now just I was out and now I'm awake and it's gone and I just feel like at baseline?
I don't even think I like waking up was such a like, where the fuck, what's going on? Like everything was starting to switch on.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even know that I was in pain until they like wheeled me, and they're like, "You're fine, everything went fine." I'm like, whatever. So they give me the thing. It's finally when I get like, I'm laying down in my room where I'm like, okay, yeah, I do feel pain. Like when I breathe in too much, they're like, oh yeah. And then the guy comes in, hey, everything was a success. We had to pump you full of nitrogen gas. We had to cut you open 4 times.
That's why you're so funny.
Yeah, exactly. Laughing. Or is that laughing gas?
I think so. I don't know.
That's nitrous.
Nitrous.
That's different.
Nitrous oxide.
Nitrous oxide, yeah.
But so
They let you do whippets at the
They
hospital?
filled you with that because you weigh too much. I mean, it's lighter than air, and it makes you like balloons.
Oh, they hit you. They made you into a
So sorry.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Fine.
Sorry, it's like
They're like, he's already as big as a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. We might as well fill him up with the gas.
that was like a thing because I could see like where my skin was separated from my body because there was like still extra air.
That's fucked up.
It was weird. It was
Whoa.
like I don't know if I got a picture of it.
I really don't like that.
Because now I'm like, oh, it's like it sucked back into me. It wasn't like drastic, but I could like see that it was not attached.
Yeah.
Also, different parts of me were shaved that weren't before, which is really like
No,
good.
that's sexy.
Also, my penis was shaved because I thought I was gonna get laid that weekend, but didn't. So the nurses had to have seen that.
And
They're
they,
like, okay, we don't have to shave this part.
yeah.
Because they
Oh, sick.
And they go like, he already did half the job for us, I guess.
Yeah.
He
If I
must have
see-
known he was coming for a while.
If I see
Jesus
that on my
Christ.
bill, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
Oh, yeah. No razors were used.
Mhm. So they one of the holes is right above your cock under your belly. One is right in your belly button, like right above it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one, and then on the left and right side.
Yeah. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Exactly. And if they need to, they apparently it did burst,
Yeah.
which is why they had to keep going. They had to pull the gunk out, and so I'm like sitting there day one, and I'm like everything hurts, but they're like you need to breathe in the spirograph, which is like a thing where you suck into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The ping pong ball, right?
Yeah, it was like a ping pong ball. It measures your lung strength, and so I was already doing pretty good at that. Day one, I'm already walking. Day one, like after the surgery was that morning.
When you walk around, do you have to push the little
Yeah.
IV in it? That's fun. That's cool.
Yeah, I had to drag that around with me into the bathroom and stuff. I was going to the bathroom. I was taking.
Did you
Oh,
forget
you
it? At any point did you walk away from it?
once?
And it pulled
And I
the
was like, oh.
That's good. You were going potty?
What?
You were going potty?
I was going potty. I was going number 1 and number 2, and they're like, are you farting? Because it's day one. They want to make sure like everything's working.
You're like, hey, sweetheart, I've never had a problem with that.
And so I'm walking around, my ass is out in the gown, and
It's so
Like,
funny.
hey, well, you can put pants back on. And you're like, yeah, I fucking bet.
they did say that. They're like, some people like to put their underwear on. I'm like, I'm not putting it on.
Some people like
Hey, you put it on.
What do I pay you for? Fucking
Yeah.
So I'm
I
on
pay my
vacation.
your ass is out. You're like, I pay my damn taxes. They're like, what?
Some people like to put their underwear on. It's so funny. Yeah, I bet they do,
I
honey.
only brought one pair of clothes. I didn't know how long I was going to be there.
Fair.
So I'm not going to wear one pair of
You left
underwear.
in gym shorts and a hoodie holding your keys like, all right, off to the hospital.
Yeah. What, they gonna fuck it with a fucking spindle on a stick?
I thought I'd be back. I don't know what I thought.
Well, because I texted you that night.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten home yet. And I got, are you
You
worried?
texted him. You haven't gotten home yet. Like you're mad at him.
Are you seeing other roommates?
Are you,
Yeah.
are you hanging out with other guys riffing?
I guess it's fine that my dinner has gotten cold. And you're like, hey, you can eat it whenever you want.
It seems like no one's picking a YouTube video for me to eat with. But I texted back because I'm a worrier
Yeah.
and I was scared. And I texted back. I can't remember what I said, but I'm like, are you okay? And you're like, I got a CAT scan. Don't wait up for me, I think is what you said. And I went to bed and I woke up and I went downstairs. And
Oh yeah, I remember texting you guys that night.
Yeah.
but both of you were asleep, and I felt bad because I'm like, they don't even stay up. I'm dying in the hospital, and they won't even stay up till 3 a.m. to see if I'm okay.
And I went
I didn't know you were in the hospital, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I had no idea. I literally thought you were out getting sucked off and fucked up.
Yeah.
Mike, the CAT scan went okay.
I guess. Hey, brother, I'm scanning for some kitty cat too. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm out here on the prowl.
But I woke up and I had no text from you.
Yeah.
And I got worried. I went downstairs and you weren't in your room. And I got
Mm.
more worried.
And yeah, I'm like, I'm dead.
And I'm like, fuck, how am I going to download movies?
Yeah. How the
fuck am I going to upload the podcast?
No, I'm never gonna I'm gonna pay $4.99 to watch Beau is Afraid.
Yeah, fine.
This fucking sucks.
I hate
dude.
this
I gotta
life.
rent it. I don't even. What if I don't like it?
How do you people live without a Mac? I don't understand.
You gotta get one.
You guys gotta get a Mac.
And then you texted us
Yeah, I
that
don't know
you
why.
get surgery or something.
Because I didn't want to hear from like a lot of people. So, and I'm just like, I can't deal with like notifications right now.
Sure.
So I just muted my phone, and I was like, whoever I see when I want to, and I was like, I might keep doing that.
Yeah.
Dude,
very
it's-
nice having no notifications on.
Yeah, dude. I will sometimes put my phone on sleep. Like, it's in
Yeah.
the do not disturb. You put it on sleep and you get no notifications and you don't get the bubbles even.
That's what that's fucked me up. Because I didn't realize I was doing that. And then I would like, when I record like a video or something like that, I put it do not disturb so I can not be bothered. And I forget to take it off.
Yeah.
And hours will pass.
And you're like, oh, I'm a
And
fucking
like,
loser.
nobody's bothering me. And then I'll look at my phone. Like I'll
no
literally look at it
bitches.
like this, where like I'll look at see if I have any text notifications.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't show me any. So I'm like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
nobody's bothering me. And then I'll press into the texting app, and it's like 60 text messages
Yeah.
of, can I see it? Do you keep it hairy?
Yeah.
Things like that.
It can't be 60.
No.
Oh, is it me?
It's the group chat. It's the family group chat I'm in. It's
Oh, the
hockey
fam-
teammates.
I'm sending
Yeah.
Diego retarded guys in South America
So
boxing.
many
Yeah.
challenge Hispanic boxers who are doing better than ever.
Yeah.
Technology has really risen.
I prefer Hispanic boxer briefs. Come on, hit it.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad
Thank
at
you
all.
so much, guys. Hit it.
But so you were there for like days.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently when
When your appendix bursts with a bunch of gunk in it.
yeah, your appendix has a bunch of bacteria, and no one knows what it does. Hippies think it does something.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Granola people are like, it's actually good for breaking down, like I don't know, like raw meat or. People have theories.
Sure, whatever.
But traditional science is like, it's useless. Cut it out.
Mm.
Much like the foreskin. And now we know.
And now
it
we know.
does have.
So it's like they profit from surgery. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
listen to anybody who profits off a thing to tell me to do the thing.
So.
But you guys should do jiu-jitsu for real.
All right. Yeah, they apparently if they catch it early enough, it's like a in and out one day.
Before it pops.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's why I know it popped. Is the surgeon the day of? He's like, "How long were you feeling pain?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Tuesday."
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Are you sure?" And I've had doctors ask that question before, where they're like, "What do you mean?" And when like it feels like I'm lying to them.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm like, I know in my head I'm not lying, so now I'm playing the game of like, I'm not lying to you at all. What does that mean that you normally ask this to?
Yeah.
Am I just not feeling pain? Am I not in tune with my body?
I don't know if he means that Tuesday you started feeling pain that's late for how bad this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
like it's already been burst. It was
Yeah.
already
That's
burst
kind of
by
my
then.
theory. Is like
Okay.
it was like already bursting, and then that's when I'm like, how bad a pain do you need?
Yeah.
Where I'm already like
Yeah.
dying, standing in front of my room and being like, so you want to get pizza
You
or?
wanna get a
Yeah.
fucking sandwich?
Yeah, do you think you have a high pain tolerance?
I think I kind of do after this,
I think you do now. Yeah, I think you do.
but
Yeah.
so I wake up. No one in my wing is. Oh, I was also gonna say because I was there for 6 days.
Yeah.
2 other guys came and went before because they also got their appendixes.
Yeah, but
out.
you would be keeping track of when guys come.
Mm-hmm.
100% agree.
Thank you.
So, but it's funny because everyone else in the wing is like, they're like, obviously the older people are not walking around. No one's using their spirograph. I am.
What's that?
That's
The blow
blow
it.
thing.
the
Yeah.
blowy thing. I'm playing with it. I'm
That's
like,
awesome. You're
I'm
trying to get a
bored.
high score.
Exactly. I was maxing that out by day 2 and 3, and
It's
so
like what's the hammer thing at the carnival?
I think it's called the hammer thing in
the
the
hammer
carnival.
game.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
It's just like,
Bing!
let's see
Yeah.
how high I can get next time. And so I'm like wandering around the hospital because I'm like
Ordering bigger ones from Amazon while you're in the
Yeah.
hospital. It goes this high.
Yeah,
like a
hey, you have
bong.
any spirograph for men around here? Because you keep giving me the one for babies, apparently.
Little baby boys with bitch lungs.
going up to the women and be like, look how long I can suck.
I'll suck that clit straight off your Jamaican body.
Right off the bone.
Bumba clit.
They call my tongue steel drum. Blah, 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 blah.
So yeah, all my nurses were like nice Jamaican ladies. Love them. Shout out to
Shout
Woodhill
out.
Jamaican night team crew.
Big up! Big up me hospital family. Bop bop. Me go on and go to the hospital.
Me want more applesauce.
Yeah.
But I think it was like I was walking around. I felt pain, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still walking around. Like I feel uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
But like,
Emotionally or physically?
physically, emotionally, I'll never.
How
feel
was work with this? Like when you're there 2, 3, 4 days, was your job like, hey?
I don't give a shit.
But was it, were they messaging you?
They were messaging me.
Okay.
So like the next day, because I called in sick and I was getting the kind of like sick on Wednesday, and I'm like, I'll probably be in tomorrow. And then that night I texted them like, I'm not coming in. It's appendicitis, and they're like, oh, okay, be careful. We'll see you whenever. And then like Thursday, I'm like, I'm not coming in. I'll probably come in Monday. And then over the weekend, the doctor's like, nah, we're gonna keep you. Apparently, I lost count of like how many IV bags of like antibiotics they gave me, and so they were just, we got to keep you there. And so I'm bored. I'm walking around. They're like, yeah, walk around. It's actually good for you. We encourage it.
Move all the goop inside.
And again, some people put underwear on.
Yeah. And by the way, it ties in the back. I don't know why you have it untied in the front. You're kind of doing like a crisscross thing.
Like a piss easier.
Yeah,
that's
true.
But yeah, it was like,
is it legal to fire someone for having surgery, like for missing time for emergency surgery?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think
it
seems like it's
wrong.
probably protected.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, because it's like you have it's like.
But if you lie about it and they can prove it, then
oh sure.
Yeah, and then I just have. But if you lie about getting surgery and they try to like call you on it, I'll do some on you. I'll do like a little bit of surgery on you.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, look, I got a big fucking hole in me.
Cut me open.
Yeah.
I think you can buy like the staple guns on Amazon.
Yeah, I'll buy whatever
the
you
human
want.
stapler things for like $20.
I bet
for like your emergency
I bet you
kits.
I bet you there's some real fucking fetish freaks who do shit like that.
Oh, a million, dude, 1,000,000%. The stuff I've learned recently,
Dude,
1,000,000%.
I don't. Can you stop bringing that kind of stuff into my house? Like the knowledge, the knowledge. I mean, not the person. They
not.
can't. I'm gonna start printing out every day what is allowed to be said in the house and what is not allowed to be said.
Because when I bring it into the house, I'm like, hey, look at this, everybody.
Yeah,
it's gross.
Because you go, and I think it's wrong,
and I'm laughing out loud.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk.
Thank you. I just think if it's brought up in the house, it has to be in a negative light.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's all I mean.
So what does your road to recovery look like? And keep it brisk.
And fucking speed it up.
I'm gonna be. Hey, I'm not the one interjecting with his better stories.
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't like that you're getting all the attention, and I'm acting out. Do you care that we didn't visit you? I felt bad.
I was out of town.
I was in town, but I was working.
No, because you asked like 3 or 4 times.
I did ask a bunch of times,
and I was like, I don't,
because I would not want to be visited.
Oh,
I don't think.
I don't. Here's my honest answer. I would like to be visited, but like then you're there, and I'm like, it's not worth you to be there for like 15 minutes and then leave.
Yeah,
because I don't want you to like hang out.
But if you like needed something or like wanted something, I would have brought you something.
Because I asked you in the assumption you're gonna be like, can you bring my laptop? I was like, yeah, no problem. But you didn't.
Yeah,
you said no.
I thought
I just was on my
because
phone.
you got back today, and I was like, I should have brought him underwear or something. Like,
yeah. Now we know.
Yeah.
No,
now we know you weren't wearing it. You didn't need it. But no, I was like, fuck, I do feel bad. But then I was like, I feel bad I haven't visited him, but I got movie tickets, so.
No, it was perfectly fine. I'm fishing for like a woman I'm trying to date right now. Be like, hey, what are you?
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like,
yeah, you should, and you could have thrown me under the bus for that. You could be like, my fucking roommate has not even come and visited me.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You could throw me under the bus for almost anything.
Always use us negatively.
Yeah, you can use me. You can use my
real
holes.
negatively.
You can fuck me.
My roommate does not give me head like you. You're so good at that.
He's all angry about it.
It's all
He keeps pulling my penis out of his mouth and going, I got a big pee hole, right?
No, I didn't feel bad because then also my bosses were like, "Can we bring you something?" And I was like, "No, that you're the last people." There's certain people who were like offering to where I'm like, I'm gonna be like, "Do not let them in. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you right now.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I'm recovering from dying. Just let me be. I'm having a good time."
Because that's the thing is like I kind of like it was like when I was with like when I brought Chuck to the vet. And I knew he was dying. I was like, I don't want anyone else to be around.
Yeah.
I want to do this by myself. I think that's more of like an emotional thing. But it is like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, if I'm gonna like go to the hospital, I'm like, I don't need anyone to be there with me. I'm hanging out. I'm playing on my damn phone.
But
I'm
also,
having a fine time.
Also, it was like, oh, you're only gonna be here for 3 days, and then it kept getting extended.
Yeah.
So by day 6, I'm like, I do wish someone would have brought a charger, but that's when I was there for so long.
Yeah.
Where before I'm like, I'm going to be out in a couple days.
That's what it
Yeah.
felt like, yeah.
So,
right.
but no, I don't.
Next time we know to put our pride to the side and be like, bring me some underwear, that pocket pussy we all keep in the crawl space.
Can you guys bring me the house pocket pussy? And I would go, wow, I was planning on using it.
I was planning on using it after Mike.
guess, but I guess.
I was
I guess it is an emergency.
I just cleaned it.
I was going to wait for Mike to use it first, then I could
Yeah.
use it next.
I scrubbed the floor in the kitchen and I cleaned the pocket pussy. And by the way, I put a nice layer of lacquer on the Sybian.
Oh,
and no one has said a
perfect.
word about it.
Is it that beautiful smell is?
Yes.
Wow.
We got some girls on
I hit
right
the
in that
Sybian
thing
with
right
the
over there.
I hit the
Yeah.
Sybian with the shoe shine.
Oh, yeah. You bring a Sybian to the shoes.
Yeah.
I think I just get a really long towel to do
Yeah.
the sideways thing. All right, well, we're glad you're okay now, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, my tummy hurts a little bit from laughing so much.
Oh, well, we're
I'm
very sorry. You have to go to work tomorrow.
I'm so pissed.
That's
This
pretty.
is the thing.
Oh, you deserve one day off.
He
Well, I've
had 6 days off.
No, but like off of being in a hospital and not going to work, in my opinion.
That was
Here's
today.
the thing. My current job, if you're hiring,
Yeah, dude, hire my
if you got anything for me,
anything.
Pay pig.
No, he needs the he needs a
I
pay
need
pig.
that. Or if they want to, if there's a desperate woman out
A
there,
money farmer. What's the opposite of a pay pig?
Oh, like a woman or like someone
No,
who
like
gets paid? A sex worker is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
but having this happen, almost dying. I'm like, this is better than going to work.
Dude.
That's also
Hey, if you can get paid to get surgeries,
yeah.
Yeah.
If I
in
could-
some weird
well, I didn't have to pay.
Crimes of the Future
That's the
situation.
thing. It's like they were bringing me free meals. I was just laying in a bed. I'm not paying rent.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. We'll see how much. Yeah, we'll see how much they get out of me when I start that GoFundMe.
Dude, yeah.
Whatever. All right. Well, we're glad Mac is okay. We're all happy. We love you. Follow Mac at Dr. MacArthur.
Follow me, Dr. Mark Arthur, everywhere, especially my YouTube.
Watch his YouTube show
Watch
again.
it. Yeah.
Watch the episode again.
Watch my YouTube show. I don't know how many of your fans comment on my YouTubes.
They
It's
know.
fun. Diego's on the first episode. Mike's on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sick.
And I did not take that personally.
Oh God. Follow Micah Brucey at Micah Brucey.
Follow Diego Lopez at this Diego Lopez.
Patreon.com/a little time pod for 4 bonus episodes a month. We love you so much.
Plano, Texas, Houston, Texas.
Plano, Houston.
Melbourne, Australia, Sydney,
Them
Australia,
big women.
Brisbane, Australia. All in June.
Big women in Houston.
Yeah, some of them big women down in Brisbane, Australia. You know, them
Bye.
churros.
I'm going to bed.
He's going to bed. Mac's bedroom.